gentlemen, welcome to the fall and welcome to another round for the Buffalo Bills. They walk into week 5 feeling better than last week, unlike their opponent, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I will preview this lopsided matchup and the BSC panel will give their predictions, but make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Now, let's start things off by talking about the Bills defense. Yes, I usually talk about them last, but everyone must know about the resilience of this group. The game against Baltimore was a tale of two halves, and in the first half, Lamar Jackson was dominating the defense, moving the ball down the field with little resistance. However, after plenty of halftime adjustments, the Bills held Lamar to just 36 passing yards and 0 points in the second half. Quite the turnaround. The main keys behind this unit's second half success was safety Jordan Poyer, who had 2 interceptions in that half, linemen Von Miller and Greg Rousseau, plus the elite linebacker pairing of Matt Milano and Tremaine Edmonds. And let me single out Poyer specifically, who has now had 4 interceptions in just 3 games. He's been playing at an elite level for a while, but at a time where the secondary has been hit with an injury crisis, he stepped up big time. Let me also mention rookie cornerback Khair Elam, who hasn't been targeted that much so far this season, as he has managed to turn one side of the field into an island. Dane Jackson has also returned and will once again play this weekend against Pittsburgh, much to the delight of everyone after his scary neck injury. This defense will once again have to play elite when they face off against the Steelers' terrible offense. Mitch Trubisky was the starting QB again last week, but after struggling to push the ball down the field again, he was finally benched in favor of rookie Kenny Pickett. This change didn't help things, though, and the Steelers were only able to get 297 offensive yards and get a measly 20 points against the Jets, the New York Jets. It's unclear who will be starting this week, but it feels like it will probably be Kenny Pickett, though, but whoever starts, they will have a middling support cast to work with. Running back Najee Harris has been quite mediocre this season, and last week was no different as he rushed for 74 yards and just 18 carries. Jaylen Warren, another running back, is also doing decent, but the Steelers don't want to give him the ball that much for some weird reason. The Steelers' receiving core is young but promising, with the main guys being George Pickens, who had that ridiculous catch against the Browns and 102 reception yards last week, and tight end Pat Freiermuth. Outside of them is Deontay Johnson, who has seriously hurt my fantasy team, and Chase Claypool, who has hurt me even more. This group has not been able to push the ball much in terms of points and yards, but they'll have to turn that around on Sunday. As will the Steelers' defense, who ended the Jets game bitterly. They gave up 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns in an utter collapse against another inept offense. They gave up 5.2 yards per play and 348 total yards against Zach Wilson, but they were able to pick off Wilson twice. This group is led by perennial Pro Bowler and safety Minkah Fitzpatrick, who had one of those picks on Sunday. He has been dealing with the after effects of a concussion, though, but he looked fine last week. With him in the secondary is former Bill Levi Wallace, Terrell Edmonds, and Cam Sutton, both of whom have been slightly exposed when targeted more. In front of them is a group of underachieving linebackers in Miles Jack and Devin Bush, but a better one in Alex Highsmith. Defensive line is where most of the talk is surrounding this defense, as ever since TJ Watt got injured, they have not been able to put up any pressure against opposing quarterbacks. Cam Hayward has been double-teamed, and outside of him, there is no other wrecking ball in that unit. They will have to figure things out quickly when they face off against Josh Allen and the Bills' offense. Things got really ugly for the Bills in the first half against the Ravens, as Allen and this unit looked out of sync and plenty of guys were dropping easy catches. But in the second half, they were able to turn things around and squeak out of a slim victory. Allen finished the day with a putrid 19 for 36 for 213 yards, throwing for a touchdown and an INT. Allen was also the Bills' leading rusher, going for 70 yards, but Devin Singletary was instrumental in sealing the victory late in the game for the Bills. Singletary was able to catch 4 balls for 47 yards, and the only guy who did better than him was Stephon Diggs, who had 4 catches for 62 yards. Dawson Knox was also finally getting into the game as he had 3 crucial catches for another 40 yards. Rookie slot receiver Khalil Shakir also showed some flashes of his yard after catch abilities. Things will have to get much cleaner for this unit, and anything less than a win on Sunday will bring serious questions as to their elite status. So, with all of that out of the way, here is what our BSC panel plus a Steelers fan is predicting for this Week 5 matchup.
20! Buffalo trying to add points. Allen delivers. End zone. It's caught. Gabriel Davis. Touchdown, Buffalo.